Hello everyone. So Lord Crew here, and the topic for today is about favor and sanctum. So we all know God's Unchained has its own unique mechanics called favor and sanctum. So it is not just like about playing cards, using God power like to play this game, and because of this favor and sanctum, it adds additional twists in playing in this game. And technically for beginners, sometimes this is like majority they have lots of mistakes on playing and using favor and sanctum. So without further ado, I will explain what is favor, what is sanctum, and the tricks and strategy on playing favor and sanctum. So first of all, majority of the information I gathered is come from I use the reference in Gods and Chains website, and you can like majority go to a learn section, and then you can like go to blog. So the blog site, on the blog page here, it will tell you about some of the mechanics and updates and stuff for the Gods and Chains. So first I will tell you what is favor. So favor is it's like a point system. Okay, it's a point system where you will earn that one every time you deals damage to a god, kill a creature using a spell or weapon, and three, if there's a combat. So if your creature survive during a combat and your opponent creature died, you will get a you will get a you will get a favor on that one. And also, FYI, vice versa. This will also happen on opponent's turn. So I will show you where's the location of the favor. So as you can see here on the graph, this is a favor, number 13 here. And if I show you the in game during the game, at the lower right, besides your mana, here you will see the favor icon and the value. So as you notice, it at the beginning of the game it starts with 0, and during and you gain favor like for on your first turn you will only gain 1 favor. Second turn you will gain 2 favor, and the third turn you will get and 3 favor. Anything that turn 3 and onwards, you will gain 3 favor. So for example, if the opponent on his turn he play a 1/1 creature, and then on my turn, first turn, 1 CC, I use a spell to kill it. Technically, I will gain 3 favor if I manage to kill that one, either using spells or weapon. So what will happen, for example, it's 5 turn already. Your opponent has 5 creatures, like 5/2/2, and I have an AoE spells like it deals 2 damage to all creatures. It managed to kill your opponent creature using my spell. Technically, because it's 5 of them, technically 5 creature multiplied by 3, it will be like 15 favor. Okay, so that's the mechanics of favor. Now, we will discuss now about Sanctum. So Sanctum is a place. It's a place in. If I show you in the graphics here, at the right side in the middle, as you can see, there's a gray 3 cards showing that on that side. That is a Sanctum. So it's a free card, and the only way to purchase that one is using favor. As you can notice, because this is first turn, as you can see, the Sanctum is gray out because you don't have enough points to buy those ones. So for example, I managed to gain like 15, and that card has like 15 favor for you to buy. Then it will show color here. And if I go back here, as you can notice, if you click that one during the game, it will pop up you literally what will be the favor for you to buy that one, and what will be the ability. And since the last update, last August 2021, they managed to update the cards there, like the cards that you can see in Sanctum. And as you can see, there are like 5 sets here, and each set has like a 4 cards. So for example, answer, He has like a Weekend Trapper, Bronze Servant, Balkat Discovery, Rule of Life. And majority this one are like, for example, uh, Weekend Trapper, destroy durability. Same thing with Bronze Servants. It destroy it destroy also a weapon. Valka Discovery, for example, this one damage to all of the creature, or it removes sleeps on your creature. So these are like the cards, like your answer for your opponent or for your to do that one. And as you can see there, we have Defender. We have majority of the cards here are low cost, like 1cc or 2cc or 3cc that give you a front line. For example, here Shield Maiden, a 2/3 with front line. Battle Oros is a 3/3, 3 to cast. Card Shark, 1/1. That's summon 1/1 with 1/1 with frontline, and Rune of Strength, a spell that give you frontline and +2/+2. So these are majority the cards, and there's also like a like threats here, like just like for example, lambasting one, a weapon that deals 2 damage every turn for opponent. This is good. Again, if you're like an aggro and your opponent's already has low health, getting this one will deals more damage every turn, and literally it's a good for like aggressive deck. And we have like for example Rune of Sights. If you are low cards in your hand and you need to draw, yeah, this is like a good for you, especially for if you're like a control deck. So this is are the rune card, are the Sanctum cards, and that's how there will be a favor and there will be a Sanctum. So now the next topic will be the tips and or strategy. So my number one rule is always check your favor count. Okay, so always check your opponent favor and your favor. For example, we all know you start with 0, and every time you deals damage to God or you kill opponent's creature, you manage gain points. So always observe that one, because sometimes it's a must. Because I remember when I was a beginner, I at the end of the day, I did not focus on favor and Sanctum. I have like a 55 favor at the end of the game, and I realized like I never use cards, or like buy cards using those 55 favor. So that's what's like majority mistakes of beginners, that they always ignore the favor and say they Sanctum. So rule number one, always observe the Sanctum of your opponent and yours, so to verify. Number two, always check the Sanctum cards. Always check the Sanctum cards. It's like, oh, this Sanctum types he might be needed, or I might need this card. So for example, I got like a Rune of Fire and such. So always observe opponent, what he's trying to pick. So for example, he buys that one, then you know that he has this card. Okay, so it's like observing. That was like rule 1 and rule 2. So the rule number 3, buying. So me, my golden rules in buying, if I need cards, I will buy what is needed. And sometimes I buy cards that are like, for me, are powerful. So for me, the most powerful cards are like the removal, the Rune of Fire. So if I manage to get Rune as soon as possible, I will grab this one. Rather than my opponent grab this one, I will grab it now as soon as possible. Because this is like a good a good card. Like imagine, deals 3 damage to either a character or a creature. So I can like use this to damage your opponent's god or kill a creature, right? So this is like a must for me. Even the Rune, like the Vow of Champions, I will go there because he has either option of heal and deals 2 damage. And then the next thing will be the Vow of Champions. Yeah, that's the Vow of Champion. That's like a must for me. Now, my third tip is sometimes it's not about what you need, but what's about opponent need. So the best way is, for example, I play a weapon, like, and then I notice on the Sanctum, there's this weaken or bronze servant that can destroy my weapon. I rather spend my favor to get this one, so he cannot take advantage of it and use it against me. So this is like a this kind of like trick sometimes wins you a lot. Like if you're already advantage, have a weapon, and rather than better to prevent your opponent to counter you. So this is like a good tip like that you must apply and in game. And another one like for example sleep, right? I'm playing sleep, for example. I do sleep a lot for the opponent, and then I noticed on the Sanctum that it's already there. I rather buy this one so at least he cannot unsleep his creature during his turn. So this kind of like grabbing a cards in Sanctum is it's a must. Like, oh, he can counter me, I will grab it rather than he get this one. And the last not the least, like sometimes it's better I mentioned about observing your opponent observing your opponent favor, right? So there's a play that I always do. So for example, your opponent has a 3/3 creature and I have a 3/3 creature, right? If I attack my 3/3 to his 3/3, technically both dice, no favor for both of us, right? But what if like he has a 4/4 and I have a 3/3 creature? If I attack that 4/4 with my 3/3, technically what will happen is that my creature die and his creature survive, he will become 4/1 creature. Technically he will gain 3 favor, right? But if my neck in my till my turn I use a spell or a weapon to kill it, technically what will happen, I will gain 3 favor. So technically those moves that I done, both of us will gain 3 favor. But now sometimes I don't want my opponent to gain favor. Sometimes what will I do is use my weapon to kill that 4/1. For example, I have like a 3 strength weapon. I attack that on his creature. It became now 4/1 because I damaged 3. And then it survived. Technically, he will not gain anything because it's a weapon or spell. For example, if I use deals 3 damage using spell, that survived. No point, no favor points for him. Then I will use my weapon to attack it to kill it. Both our creature will die. Both of us still will never gain points. So what happened is I never gain points and he never gained points. So sometimes I use this kind of technique if I know like I have like a lot of favor anyway and I don't want him to gain favor, because if he gets favor, high chance he might get a card on the Sanctum. And sometimes like I mentioned in my previous post, sometimes you need to do a card count also, right? So you don't want like to he got more cards, right? So sometimes preventing people gaining favor will also give you an advantage, like countering him. Another one is, for example, playing like a big minion. If I play a big minion and then he used three minions to kill it, technically I will gain 3 favors every time he smash his creatures to kill mine and mine survive. It will gain me 3 favors. So always analyze this one, like how to when opponents gain favor and when you gain favor. So this like a little bit like a practice needed, and you might it's very useful, especially on weekend event and ranking. And sometimes it will save you. Sometimes the card in Sanctum will save you. Sometimes the favor, if you manage to control the favor of your opponent, it will bring you advantage, and sometimes like counter. So it's more on practice. So that's why currently now as a beginner, you have to always think ahead of this kind of moves and like always plan. And yeah, and the last topic, always calculate, always plan ahead. Like, oh, in next turn, I will, if I attack creature, I will gain 3 more favor and then I can buy this card. So always plan ahead of time, because this is like a turn based. Every time, oh, this turn I will do my stuff. Next turn, this is my plan. So always think and always include Sanctum and favor. And hopefully, guys, it hopefully guys this will like help you. So kindly please like my videos and subscribe and share it to everyone. And for me like to continue my work to give more God's Unchained content. So kindly subscribe and follow, guys. And thank you so much, guys. and I hope you learned on this video, and next time I will give more